Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be looking at some important updates for MMTLP and also some important updates for TRKA. So stay tuned for that. Before we get started, I'd just like to share with you a page that Sam Bankman-Fried has just liked, and you'll see here he's just followed and liked the Bernie Madoff fan page. So this page here regards Bernie Madoff as the king, the #1 fan page. The people who follow here are the people who love Bernie and would love to connect with other Bernies and learn the secrets from the master. So it looks like Sam Bankman was inspired by Bernie Madoff, and we can see here again under the thread of big crypto alert, Sam Bankman-Fried, CEO of FTX, is now following Madoff only fans. So it would be interesting to keep an eye on who else is following Bernie Madoff. I think there are many other players out there that we also need to keep an eye on. What I'd now like to do is follow on from yesterday's video where we looked at David Lauer and his change of heart with regard to FINRA. However, ML posted earlier prior to the change of heart with regard to David Lauer, and the image and the perception of David Lauer was nicely summed up here where it states, David Lauer be like, leave FINRA alone. So the good news is now David Lauer does not appear to be having this kind of emotion anymore, and it's more a case of David Lauer is saying that FINRA needs to be more transparent, and he is going to push them. So hopefully there will be some positive developments on that. So I'm prepared to give David the benefit of the doubt. It's better to work with him than against him if he says he is going to help us. So for now, all is forgiven, but we will keep an eye on you, David. And the next thing I'm going to do here is give a shout out to ProStreetArt. So we're responding to David Lauer. He's obviously tagged him in to add in some further clarification and information, and this is with regard to obviously what's happened in terms of the revised notice. We can see here the revised notice, original one was 6th of December, the revised one was 8th of December, and it states here purchase of MMTLP executed after the 8th of December will not receive the distribution. So what happened in terms of the corporate notice? We had a change, and the removal was record date was removed, and it was now number 2 on pay date 14th of December 2022, and it was changed to number 3 MMTLP shares to symbol MMTLP, cancelled to deleted. So FINRA knew there was something going wrong. FINRA knew that they messed up, and again we can see in the image here, first of all it states on the 6th of December 2022 purchase of MMTLP executed after the 8th of December will not receive the distribution. So that's the first post. So following on from that, let's have a look at the interpretation and what ProStreetArt is saying. Why did FINRA remove the words record date? What was the significance of the action? If cancelled and delete have the same meaning, why did they make a big deal of it and go ahead and change the wording? So obviously we know they were backtracking. Why did FINRA backdate the D1 code on December the 13th during a pending case, and investors receive NextBridge hydrocarbons 2 to 4 weeks after? So huge questions for FINRA here, but again we know that as of yet they are not yet answered. So tagging in David again, ProStreetArt follows on to say no one was misled. FINRA was protecting the hedge funds, and the hedge funds we know were shorting MMTLP. And let's have a look at a recent statement here by the NextBridge hydrocarbon boards, and it states here the current board and officers have no information from FINRA regarding the trading halt. Further, FINRA did not provide any advance notice to the company Meta prior to its initiating the trading halt. So John Bird has also confirmed that in meetings with FINRA they never turned up. So it is quite clear that FINRA have a lot to answer. The next update I'd like to share with you is with regard to John Berder, who's just posted earlier today, and he states here, friends have told me that FUD actors have questioned my holdings in MMTLP. Yes, I sold some shares over the final few months, first time in 12 years for my family, but I still hold over 1.9 million shares going into the halt. If you think I bailed, you are dead wrong. So 100% agree with John. He previously held 2 million shares. He currently holds 1.9 million shares, so he sold I think approximately 5%, which is not a huge amount, probably representing about 100,000 shares, and he stated here it is for family. And if he was obviously aware of any situation with regard to what's happened, I'm sure he would have sold much more, but no issue there with John selling at all. And the final shout out here is to Bristol Type 6. So what Bristol Type 6 here stated earlier today is the great thing is we don't have to trust him. I'm not counting on him to do anything for us, honestly. Even if it was just damage control yesterday, he said some strong words, and I'm going to milk every drop of those words to every senator and media source I can reach. So there's still a lot of trust, she would say mistrust out there with regard to David. However, I'm prepared to give him the benefit of the doubt. But let's have a look at a quote here from the other imbecile number 3, Mr. Cromwell Coulson, and he states here short positions remain open in MMTLP. So he's confirmed it. We know who he is. He's an influential person from the OTC markets, so he wanted MMTLP to trade again to resolve the issue. I wonder why. Let's now have a look at ticker symbol TRKA, also known as Troika Media Group, and we're going to have a look at the chart here for the previous 5 days, and we can see here market open on Tuesday. It did go up close to 38 cents. It did come down from that to around about 23 cents, and close of play on Friday we know there was a great recovery, and it was up in excess of 17.4%, closing at 30 cents approximately. And over the week it's probably traded around about level, but it's going to be an interesting week again from the Monday. So let's have a look at some further data. Let's now have a look at the short borrow fee for TRKA, and in the previous video when we looked at this was around about 50%. But if you have a look at the latest information at the top, 24th of February 2023, it's now gone up quite significantly, and we're looking at 90.14%. So quite a bit more expensive for the shorts to borrow. So in the terms of the short squeeze score, not much change here, but it's still at number 23 with a short squeeze score of 91.35. Compare the data with the Ortex, we can see here the current cost to borrow is 101.55%. So again, it is going up quite significantly, but however, in terms of a quick recap for TRKA on the previous video when we looked at the catalyst, just as a quick key reminder, there is very strong revenue growth. The company has now become profitable. Obviously they've also stated that dilution is off the table, and the other key thing to bear in mind is earnings are expected hopefully very soon. According to the Nasdaq website, it could be the 27th of February 2023 expected, but obviously with the Ortex data also showing 99% short interest, this is also a stock that we will continue to watch from Monday. And finally, if you'd like to get a copy of our weekly watch list, which will be made available prior to trading on the Monday, you can certainly join us for less than $9 a month. Information is available in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.